to the world's main stage 3 times, but not since Planes were introduced. They qualified through the International Wildcard Qualifier or the International Wildcard Tournament, but they've never actually been able to make it to the main stage since 2016.
And that was Kaboom, Pain, and INTZ, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because then we had the infamous INTZ getting the upset against EDG back in 2016. Then, of course, I think we had Kaboom upsetting EU as
Alliance,
well.
yeah.
Alliance, yeah.
Tin owns his Ari still. I have nightmares. As Karaoke is looking for a gank here, Vetti, in the bot lane. Cheetan level 6 as well has that culling the cleanse away from the Aqua Prison, but he's knocked back with a Bramble Smash. And there's first blood to PNG. Karaoke looking to make it 2. The flash away by Leons into a sapling. That won't take for enough through the Gleaming Quill. Kaney on his way across. They can look to collapse, but Cheetan has both sums. Karaoke is still only level 5. Curry has the flash. Karaoke has his as well. Kaney, can you find him? Cheetan dashing forward. The unleashed power is not enough, but Odi comes in for the kill. The knock-up on Karaoke, now no flash for him, and that tree might be going timber. Odi puts down the steadfast presence, and Karaoke, even with the Bramble Smash, will not survive. Kaney finds 2.
A double kill for Kaney and a nice roam from the Syndra. Nice bit of damage. The Loon's Companion going to make this matchup so much harder.
Kaney doesn't have flash, and we can see Weiser was already moving from the top side. Jinkedo going in with the charm. Leon's here to try and block, and they will survive. TP as well by Summit to join the party. They're going for Karaoke first. Force of Will with the stun. Pulled back with the all-out. Weiser there trying to get a stun up, but can't quite land it. Odi caught in the bubble, but already 1 kill over to R7. Weiser locked up again, and R7 will pounce once again. They're punishing Pain Gaming.
R7 responding to the plays from Pain Gaming incredibly well. Nice bubble there.
Curry flashes over the quickness, the charm. Kaney on a rampage now, 4-0 on this Syndra.
Just a nice bait and switch, Seo.
Has the Feather Storm, has to use it to get away. In the end, exchange of ultimates between the AD carries.
Yeah, so Cheetan is now going to be up against, he's got a big hill to climb. Yeah. Because while he's fighting his own, he's overstayed.
He has the flash and barrier, flashes away, but still gets knocked up. Keeper's verdict. Cheetan's guilty of overstaying. Leons gets his first of the game.
Doesn't have flash as well. The fact that Kaney was able to pick up kill after kill is going to do wonders for this R7 squad as PNG thinking that they can still go for something. The bubble will connect here as everyone's ability in the safety that a side laner does as Karaoke sets his sights on top lane.
Counter-Strike comes out. Summit does have the all-out, has the flash as well. Karaoke goes in with the twisted advance, and Summit's now trying to fight a 1v3 all-outs. But even through the Nature's Grasp, the charm connects. Jinkedo on the board for Pain Gaming.
Work with Maokai to attack the Syndra in a side lane. Like, they have side lane options if they can gain that control. Funneling these plates is going to give them a nice advantage.
Maker there shown by Summit.
I think it's wise putting...
He's going back in. Jinkedo's going in as well with the Spirit Rush. Karaoke coming across. There's a twisted advance into the charm, into the knockback with the Bramble Smash. And meanwhile on the bot lane, R7 should be taking this tower. Nature's Grass coming out. Pathmaker still rooted. The culling not enough quite yet. Cheetan gets a lock-in and he gets the kill to boot. A tower for tower exchange, but a kill alongside it for Pain.
R7 because Pain is kind of overstacking on one side of the map, allowing for R7 to at least exchange turrets elsewhere. But I like the fact that Pain Gaming are committing to this tier 2 in the top lane. They'll spread the gold evenly, but now R7 is looking for a collapse.
And Leon's going to blast going over. Sapling coming down. Karaoke maybe just looking for the smite bite here. And he gets it! The keeper's verdict too late. Odi found one
shields.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Syndra is going to do mega damage as the Herald gets dropped in mid. They're looking for the fight.
Karaoke going in for the engage here. Goes in with a twisted advance, but the unleashed power into his back will allow him. Oh, he's now going to step away. The Rift Herald going to take this tower in mid lane as well. Karaoke able to escape. Scatter the Weak finds him. And in the end, he falls. Summit trying to dash in here. Dodges the bubble, dodges the charm. But can't dodge close enough to Pain Gaming to find that all out.
I mean, the objectives are still being traded. Pain Gaming, they were able to secure mid. Summit oversteps again.
There's the charm. Summit falling low. Pathmaker, quickness. Doesn't land the knockup, but the stun still going on to Cheetan. He tries to escape. He's slammed into the wall. And Cheetan pays for dashing forward.
Bad dive. And, you know, we've talked about this on the LEC before, but Maokai is a pseudo-engage, right? You provide a lot of zone control, and the Maokai ultimate can be an engage, but it's not a reliable.
Summit holding alongside this control ward. Nature's Grass coming out. Oddie tanks it. Kaney gets rooted as well, and the flank position is on here for Visor. The charm onto Oddie as well. He flashes away and brings Karioka into the middle of his team. Visor finds one. They're going to engage. Kaney flashing forward. The unleashed power is enough, but Jikado still on the chase. The charm eaten by Leons is beautiful. He saves his mid laner's life, and now Summit has time in the midst of 4 members of Pain Gaming. Sayo begins to open up. Karioka going for that backline again. Kaney falling low, but the scatter the weak is sublime. R7, that was on a knife edge. I talk about supports all the time, but if you rewatch Leon's in that fight, he literally saves the entire fight for them. Keeps Kaney alive, doesn't give over the bounce.
Means that the stun is able to come through, connects onto 2 members, and even if they do get that kill onto Kaney, does it suddenly turn the fight? I'm not that optimistic, but a huge shutdown could have made a massive difference.
It definitely would have. We see Pain Gaming able to pick up the Drake off the back of this, but it's only because they've let their base lie in tatters. The tier 2 falling in the top lane. R7 now with a 5,000 gold lead off this Red Bull Baron power play. They've already picked up 2.6k, and that's only going to extend further. Above 3k now, the inhibitor falling. And R7 still have 2 minutes. They're going to take the mid tier 2 as well. They can move over. There's a cannon minion here. Visor trying to get whatever gold he can get back on the rest of the map. The Pathmaker there to dodge the quickness coming in. And Cheetan overstepping just a little bit. He flashes away. The Cullen goes the wrong way, but he's able to survive for a second before Oddie and co dive in for another. Rainbow7 5 alive, pushing in. Visor has to base. He's going to finish it before they get to his Nexus towers, but will he be able to defend them? A TP coming in, and Jikado going down. The Storm Surge rips through him. Rainbow7 double cannons and an Nexus tower already fallen. R7 looking for more. They need to get the waves in. Can Pain Gaming defend? The Liga Latin America have woken up today, and they've come to party. They've come to play. The pullback with the all-out. Visor trying to dodge away, but he's dodging away from his Nexus, which is open for R7, who are 1 game away from Swiss.
They want that side lane option, and R7, they're just going to run it back. A shift in the mid lane, but I mean, it's basically the salty run back, Medic. There's a shift in the jungle for Karioka as he moves away from the Maokai and into the Sejuani. Sejuani Ari.
It's a big wave as well. Cheetan and Curry have the opportunity to outplay this. Heal early on. Oddie with a knockback onto Curry. They're waiting for his flash here. The bubble comes out. Leons goes in for the engage. Takes the tower shot, but with the blade caller, Sayo gets on the board. R7 with Bird. I think the first 3 grubs will be going over to R7. Karioka just keeps walking forward. It's a magical ability. The collapse beginning to come in as Curry is pinging that he has joined the battle. Summit half HP. Wiser TP's back in with that sheen complete. Oddie looks for another. Karioka able to get there in time. Oddie has to flash away. Summit could do the same, but doesn't need to. 2 grubs over to PNG. You can see the immediate move from Kaney in the mid lane. Summit here. There's the counter-strike used by Wiser, which gives Summit a moment of freedom. I say as he just dies! That's the Grandmaster! Leon's has been 6. Would have made a little bit more sense, because obviously he would have had the quickness, but at him only having level 5, they can dive it, Fetty. Whether it'll go well or not is a sight we have yet to behold.
He's coming.
Here we go. Wiser, no flash. Used it before. Summit has the all-out. Cheetan there with the culling. Leon's just going to tank up as much of it as he can. Oddie going in. There's the knockback. Severus Presence coming in as well. And there's the all-out. And they can definitely damn dive this, Fetty. Severing bolt from long range for a little bit.
Committing to that dive. With the extra damage that they got from Kaney, they're able to secure that kill.
Important thing for Pain, though, is that they are going to get at least 4 grubs. Likely 5 in totality. They may stop at 4. 5 does give you a little bit of extra true damage, but you're not getting more might spawning from it. Karioka will go back and look towards that 5th one. With the push that you already have from Cheetan and Curry, it makes sense. They're actually even moving them up towards the top side with that bolstering of the defensive of the tower falling off at 10 minutes. They can get more plates. He'll get 1 plate. He is level 9, as you say, not back, not tanking the tower. Counter-strike comes out, rooted up with the blade caller. Visor does still have the flash. Will he use it or will he save it? I think the answer's save. He'll pop the Grandmaster's Might. That's a much shorter cooldown in the end.
Similar, but not at the same rate. And you're seeing the value of those grubs.
Glacial Prison used. Leon's here to defend. Ease the charm once again. Karioka's going to get caught up in the charm. Oddie coming in with that Steadfast Presence, Smiling Despair as well on the Sejuani. Knocked up with the Keeper's Verdict. Karioka cannot escape the hammer from Oddie. Tower in the top lane as a recompense, but he will get a bit of chip damage onto it.
I mean, a lot of the gold that started the Herald, I did notice this happening, but once again, he's completely isolated.
Glacial Prison not quite connecting onto Oddie. Summit there to jump in as well. Curry and Cheetan have the push. They'll force Leon's away. The Rift Herald resets. Karioka still looking for more. Lands the permafrost. Summit's now going to be flanked as Cheetan's on his way across. Hex splash from Oddie straight. Face planting into the wall, but gets over afterwards. There's the quickness as well. But this is only a poppy. The keeper's verdict stopped with the tidal wave. Kaney came in from the top side. Summit looking for a little bit more. Cheetan flashes the wall. Spiraling Despair is on him, but Despair only felt by R7. Wiser here to join the party. A 1v2 for the moment. Sayo trying to escape. Has that Feather Storm, but the empowered lamppost from Visor slaps him into the dirt.
Skirmish
almost down, those mites helping out, of course. The wave cleared just in time. Cheetan stepping forward will get the auto down.
Very powerful Jackson. Now they've set their sights on Summit, who's still trying to chip away at this tower.
Vetti at Summit in a side lane. It's kind of what he does. Gets caught out, a little bit overextended, doesn't know where anyone else is on the map right now, and Jinkado, Curry, and Cheetan are looking to show him what's up. And Tofo's come out. Jinkado uses the Spirit Rush. Summit's able to dash away. Flashes the charm as well, but Karioka and Vice are like having none of this. Karioka dashes in with the Arctic Assault. Summit doesn't really have many tools left at his disposal, and they're standing on the right side of the wall to avoid the all-out. He bought some time, which allows Kaney some time on the bot lane tower, and a little bit for Sayo in mid.
I will say, they sent 5 people top, Medic.
Gotta kill him, Vetti.
But
Gotta kill him.
But I don't think it was
It's
worth
Cassante,
it. I
Vetti.
don't...
4,500 HP, 15-second CD.
I mean...
But we saw in that MasterCard lane economy snapshot for a second there just how far Cheetan is ahead. 1,000 gold, his lead in the bot lane. For Pain Gaming, there's the culling once again into the back of Oddie. Sayo taking a chunk as well. You can see Oddie half HP. Glacial Prism coming out as well. Leon's gets the charm onto the back line, and the Spiraling Despair hits Curry as well. Storm Surge procs, and Leon's goes down, but the support's traded by the mid laners. The back does have the TP. R7 should know he was there because he was clearing out a ward. Drake down to 3,000. Summit on that front line. Riftail charging through that mid lane. Now good. Keeper's verdict will knock him back, and Oddie secures the Drake. Leon's dashing forward, dashes back with the grand entrance. Riser still looking for that flank position, but he is veered away by the Hui. Can they get out of here is the big question. Cheetan dashing forward, Pathmaker out. Wiser trying to get onto the backline, but Jinkado has been caught up with the Spiraling Despair, falls low. Kaney falling lower though. Wiser takes the kill. Another counter-strike lands the stun. It's Oddie who has to flash away. Meanwhile, down towards the bottom side, Cheetan is fighting with Sayo and he takes him out. Can't quite be online yet. Glacial Prison used as well. This is good so far from Pain Gaming to keep the enemy jungler out of the pick. Jinkado has to flash here. Oddie looking for something. Leon's going in with the quickness as well. The charm lands onto Leon's though. He tries to dash back forward. Knocked out. The charm expired by that point. Cheetan now pushing in the bottom lane as R7 need to retreat. They need to get back, but they don't have those empowered recalls. And now with the Baron buff, Pain Gaming pushing in, looking for those inhibitor towers. They have 2 waves synced up right now. The mid wave almost taken out by Kaney. But the bot lane inhibitor already down to a 3rd HP. The wave, only a cannon minion there, now bolstered. PNG continue to push forward. Cheetan knows there's no quickness, there's no threat from Leon's diving in.
Game 1, the fact that Syndra got fed was obviously helpful, but Syndra just changed the dynamic of the comp so much.
True.
Because it's comparable. Summit.
Gets the Tofo's Glacial Prison going wide. Summit goes in with the all-out, but that's half his health just gone immediately. And alongside it, the rest of it. Cheetan on a killing spree on this Lucian. Summit maybe could have got out when that Glacial Prison missed, but Karioka was looking for the flash predict, and now Sayo down to half HP as well. The mid lane inhib will be forfeit pretty sharpish here as Pain Gaming begin to raise the base of R7 to the ground.
A 9-day performance between Game 1 and Game 2 for Summit, getting caught out multiple times. His death may lead to Game 2 falling to the hands of Pain Gaming.
In with the charm, only onto Oddie. That's the tidal wave as well. Karioka caught up with the blade caller. Wiser just looking for the towers. Leon's tries to get in, but an Arctic Assault stops him in his track. Another charm cleansed immediately by Sayo. Has to use the Feather Storm defensively. Wiser there. They only see Cheetan and Karioka there. Wiser looking for that flank position. Summit on the front line. TP coming in by Kana. Glacial Prism across the wall. Sayo low with that Feather Storm. Wiser jumps in immediately onto Kana. He's knocked into the wall. Summit trying to survive the front line. Wiser gets one already, and Jinkado is dashing across that wall. Spiraling Despair is the name of the game for R7. The way ultimate does nothing. Jinkado has to flash away from the Molten Fissure. Oddie gets the slam into the wall, but he's slammed into a coffin by PNG.
Wiser just gets so much access onto the backline. A great flank from him from the Krugs allows him to just decimate the R7 carries and clean up the fight for PNG. With the Nexus in their eyes, PNG are going to bring us to 1-1.
One more for the road, CBLOL, one more for the road. Liga Latin America, Kana and Leons can't even survive on their fountain. They are aced, their Nexus falls, and we're going all the way to game 3.
More utility, but the route is going to be the lock-in for Curry. I think this makes the most sense because even it's a champion that typically you associate with once you're in, you're in. But Kalista provides that extra bit of security for either a
pushing in. Now, Jinkado is down to about half HP. I mean, Oddie might just be like, hey, mate, you don't get any of this CS. Jinkado forced away. There's the first chain landing, but Kaney just going in and immediately dying. Jinkado will follow suit. Oddie only level 3 to the level 4 of Karaoke, and now he needs to get the hell out of there. We'll leave him in the permafrost. Does have the flash. Karaoke can follow, and he still brings down. I think that's the wisest thing to do.
I mean, look at the experience difference in mid lane now. It's basically a full level. And having this much control on the mid wave means that it's very difficult for Karaoke to really do much. He is playing towards his strong side of the map, which is the bot lane for now, as the swap did come through. Numbers advantage guaranteed for R7. Ultimately means a trade in objectives, as the gold largely stays relatively even, with advantages coming out on top and good trades, building advantages. He finds himself with a pretty good lead for now.
Charm going down. Leons has to flash away. The Cyclone just short, but now a Tempest for Leons. Karaoke gets his second on the board. R7 played for it in game 1. Then Gaming came across. We see the Charm landing here alongside the Shadowing Striking. Odie was just face-checking into them. The Spirit Rush for the chase. Jinkado looking for a little bit more as he jumps onto Kaney. The Ethereal chase to get Spirit Rush reset. Leon's trying to come in from the side, but Oddie just face-checked straight into Pain Gaming, knew that they were around the grubs and still walked into his demise. Pain Gaming will take 3 grubs, they'll take a kill alongside it. TP behind here. Weiser needs to find a way out, pops the all out. Kaney going in, flash away by Weiser. As Kaney now lands the chains, even with a dash away. I'm not sure with Summit tanking the tower, Weiser will be able to survive this one. Summit dashes out of tower, aggro, Kaney takes him, then flashes. And the final tower shot doesn't find its
advantage, but this Wukong continues to get stronger. Ari's about to complete the Malignance. Dragon being secured as well.
Free push by himself. LeBlanc not the quickest tower taker in the world as the hook lands in the mid lane. There's the depth charge to follow up. Cheetan trying to escape, but Oddie puts him in the dirt. Now Curry next on the menu. Seo's gonna have to flash away because Karaoke's here for the Cyclone. The barrier, the flash, not enough to keep Seo alive. And now in a 3v2, a 4v2, Jinkado comes in from the side with a charm and 2 fall for R7.
Some kills back after losing their AD carry, but the good news is R7's on the cross map. They secure the tower.
Summit's going to take the top tier 1 as well, and he'll get the local goal. So it's a very good sequence for R7.
This Renekton is mega fed. He is, well, picks into really anything. It felt like the game was slowly slipping out of their hands, but now they're in full control of the objectives around the map. Pain Gaming will...
And LATAM or Brazil represented once again at the World Swiss stage as Oddie's caught out. The crash down doesn't land. The charm was enough to chunk out Oddie. Now Weiser on the flank. Cheetan there as well. The hook goes down, but the Pathmaker in. All out a possibility still. Cheetan looking for that bait score, but look at the damage already. Onto Weiser. TP coming back in, and Summit is here. Yep, Croc. Summit ripping through PNG. The clone, the fate's call out. R7.
And they will deny Soul Point. A very scary affair, given that Oddie used...
Group up as 4. Spirit Rush away from Jinkado from the Glacial Prism. Karaoke looking for that Cyclone. Seo still available off towards the backside, but Curry's looking for that flank against the Magnet Storm in. Summit coming in as well, as the base call will pull out one. Cheetan chucks him back into Kaney. The charm just wide, and Summit's on the back line now. Karaoke trying to survive, but he can't through the power of the Croc. Weiser going in with the Pathmaker all out, pulls Summit into his team, and Summit's happy to be here. Nice to meet you, Pain. He'll take 2. R7 out with only 1 dead so far. Weiser and Curry trying to survive under the safety of their tower, but that might not be too safe for too much longer. The permafrost going off. Leon's going to tank the tower first. There's 1. Kaney takes it. There's 2. Seo joins him. R7 with a wipe under the tier 2 in top.
It's an ace, and they only lose a single member. They're going to secure the top tier, and you can see what it means.
Leon's caught out a little bit here as the charm comes down. Glacial Prison hits onto Curry as he was looking for the engage, but with the Storm Surge coming out, itself on its way. Chitan, you got no flash. You got no flash as Oddie looks for the chase. There's the slow permafrost for the stun. Summit dashing across the wall. A good Magnet Storm from Curry will buy his AD carry a second. Summit needs to get out of here now because PNG are starting to collapse. Summit with the Ruthless Predator. Dinkato with the teleport behind. Leon's going in all on his lonesome. Kaney went in, but he was stunned immediately. And what wanted a much bigger prize. Pain Gaming down, but not out. With no Pain, there is no gain, and Pain have been through the ringer this one. But now they are within 1,000 gold of their Latin American opponents.
R7 just needed to slow down, but they kept their foot on the accelerator and they paid the price. Another tower will go down. R7, now the team on the back foot. The gold will be able to make the rotation happen. They've been here faster than R7 have, and they're going to unlock another tower. Pain Gaming doing a good job of spawning there now. Chitan starting off the drag.
Charm lands down onto Kaney on the bottom side. You can see he's trying to burst Jinkato out as well. Summit and Wiser towards the top. The clone coming out from the Wukong. Cyclone used, but only defensively. Another charm's going to land, though. Sterak's enough. The Magnet Storm won't do too much because on the backline, Curry and Wiser are getting eaten alive by Rainbow7. Carioca, Jinkato, and Titan have one health bar between them. Chitan trying to escape. He's locked up by Oddie, and the stun will connect. He can get one kill, but it won't be enough. The wave's not in a state for us.
Both mid laners from the fight, but then look at Renekton immediately onto the backline. Forced
across the wall, can't land the chains, but R7 very much on the front foot now, and perhaps a little bit too much. Jet charge coming out as well. Leon's is just deleted. He's burst down, steps into darkness, and is met with it. Curry almost falls to the chains and does to the piercing arrow, but Kaney will follow suit. And as soon as you say anything good about R7, they walk into their own demise. Oddie caught out with the charm.
And find themselves 3 kills. They're going to get another Baron. And Medic, we're back into the fold once more.
Are we sure that wasn't a replay? I'm pretty sure that happened 6 minutes ago, Betty. Obviously, Infernal Soul up in 3 minutes time for R7, but they're going to lose so much before that. Still 14 seconds on Kaney. 14-10 now on Oddie. A tier 1 in the mid lane has fallen. We talked about how hard it was for Pain to break these, where they just took 2 in short succession.
Yeah, I mean, it's gone.
It's gone. They're trying to get back in time. It looks like they were trying to push out the side lanes, but they neglected the mid lane. Mid inhib tower gone. There's a possible TP from Gaming. We're able to disengage in time. Kaney looks for another chain, can't land it. TP now in, a hook lands, only onto the clone. TP stopped by Summit in the mid lane. This inhibitor tower falling lower. Base call going in, Sail pops a stopwatch, and Curry's in the middle of them all. The dead charge coming in as well as Kaney tries to put the damage down. Chitan on the back line, dodges away from the distortion, but the Ignite is ticking. Carioca's taking out Oddie, Curry falling low, Summit on the back line, Jinkato falling lower. And R7 somehow, some miracle, made it to the Swiss stage. For KazaLoL, it has been 8 long years. For Pain, it's been 9. Summit is fighting against Wiser. Kaney jumping in, looking for the damage. Leon's here as well. Summit in the middle of them. There's the Magnet Storm, and Summit's already down to half HP. He tries to jump on to the back line. Chitan falling lower. Summit's doing so much work, but he can't quite get the damage. Chitan caught up with that Hexdrinker shield. But it's more action, it's more fighting between these 2 juggernauts.
I mean, we've reached the point.
Carioca trying to spot him out, doesn't. Oddie's on his lonesome here behind the team, though. Backs away, the charm lands onto Summit.
Nice damage onto Summit.
Kaney chunks out Chitan.
Nice damage onto Chitan. Okay, so low health members.
Kaney's half HP as well, though. Jinkato looking for that charm. It lands onto Oddie. Pop the elixir. The root coming out as well as he's locked up in the middle of the team. Curry pulled back with a face call. Summit diving in onto Chitan. The more of Malmortius, the death charge going onto that backline. Curry falling over. Chitan's already killed off Summit, and Curry's been able to survive. It's 2 already for Pain Gaming. Death charge coming out. Say you gotta do it all. Say you gotta do it all. But he can do nothing in the face of Pain Gaming, and now Kaney trying to get in, trying to kill off one. Can he defend? I think the answer's no.
They don't have a wave to play with. Oh! Kaney gets a crucial pick right at the edge. Pain Gaming win a fight, but now with Chitan gone, I don't know if they can end the game.
It may just be the inhib. They shadow the wave in, Vetti. Kaney.
I think they're going to try and end.
This guy has had the planes of his life. He's been the cornerstone of R7, and now he has to do it once again. They may just look for double inhibs. In fact, I think that's the call here from Pain.
It's the smarter one. It's for sure the smarter one.
Kaney dodges. The charm doesn't hit the chains. The double inhibs go over to Pain. Too much this game, but it's so hard to outsmite that. Kaney looking for it. Look how many spears are in there. Infernal Soul secured. Cheetan gets the face call and flashes forward. Curry can't quite land the lockup. Meanwhile, on the backside, Summit doing so much work onto Wiser. Pain Gaming got before Kaney does. The Nexus tower stands. Oddie chasing out Curry. Leon's here with the blast cone. Will be able to find the flank, and Curry won't have a way out of this. Summit's going to block his path. Baron wasn't started actually by PNG for a second. They'll just dash out. Curry's going to fall. And now R7 can look for the Baron. Cheetan taken 3, but they got 1. And now
my goodness. We go again!
Hopes of a region on the backs of these against it for the moment. There's the TP, the ward we talked about, but you can see that because it's a control ward. Chain of Corruption coming out. Wiser trying to get onto the backline. The Depth Charge going to slow them. The Magna Storm going in as well with Karaoke and Curry and Wiser are all amidst Rainbow7. They managed to kill off Sayo somehow, and now Lions is all hailing the retreat. Kaney's down. Pain Gaming find the flank they were looking for. Oddie trying to get out of here. Summit's killed off Curry, but Cheetan and Wiser will get revenge for their support. Now Oddie falls. 60 seconds on the Depth Chimers. Waves can be pushed in, inhibitors broken, and perhaps the backs of Rainbow7 too.
An incredible TP flank may have cemented the win for Pain Gaming. CBLOL are looking to return to the main stage. There's only a Nautilus standing between them. The inhibitors are still there, but maybe they're too far away. He just has to buy time. Can Leons buy enough time for his team to respawn?
17 seconds on Kaney. 15 on Sayo. A cannon minion, 3 casters, and a dream for Pain Gaming. They immediately engage, and Leons cannot get to the wave. Pain Gaming have done it. 10 years ago, they were denied, and now after 8 years in the desert, Pain are going to Swiss.